Hey everyone, Ramel here from Mini Arms Depot and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today, and for today's video we are going to do a little bit of a show and tell on our newest and latest diorama prop set that is ready to come out tomorrow, Friday, December 1st. And then we are also going to show you how to assemble it, the pieces that will come with it if you guys do purchase it, and what you should be expecting in the mail. And then we will go ahead and do a quick assembly guide, how to. And then we're going to do a little bit something different for today's video too. There were some viewers and some subscribers who had some questions for us, and I wanted to answer that here on this video. So we're going to do a little bit of a Q&A as well towards the end. So what you guys are looking at here right now is our latest release that is scheduled to come out for tomorrow, December 1st. This is our 1/12 scale mission launch control room set, diorama prop and display. And as you guys can see there, it will come with two side panels, this guy right here and this guy right here. And then it will also come with a center panel, which is the map here. And then I'm sorry that I don't have the full set ready here. We're printing the last one, but it will have the option to have 3 tables that you guys see here. 3 mission control room tables, chairs, and keyboards. Let me just move roadblock out of the way here. And I'm also going to show some of the photos in more details here, which you guys will see here on your screen. And these are photos made by John, our buddy John from Etsy. And so John, thank you once again for sending these photos in. They are awesome. We love it. And we are going to continue to work with you and send you some more of our stuff, and in return hopefully send us more awesome shots as well. And so thank you, John. We appreciate it very much. Okay, so enough talking about it. Let's go over the pieces, and then we'll do a quick assembly guide, and then we will go ahead and go over the Q&A. Alright guys, so we're back here at my workbench, and we're going to go over the pieces real quick. If you do decide to purchase this from us, these are the pieces that you should be expecting with your package. So first up, you are going to expect and should be expecting one of the side panels here. That's one of the ones that goes on the side there. And then the second one as well, which has the image of the missiles here. And then you should also be expecting a center panel that has this image here of the world map, and then also some radar screens at the bottom there. And all of these here are pretty much glued and ready to go. So you'll see when we get to the assembly part of this video, all you're really going to need to do is put the end cap on and then slide it onto its base, and you're ready to go. The other things that you guys should be expecting as well are the 2 bases for the sides, which are these guys here. These are the shorter ones. And then also the long one for the center panel. And that's what I'm talking about here, that you guys will just slide on there, the frames, and then it'll just stand on its own. And then also the end caps right here, 2 small ones for the sides, and then 1 big long one for the center panel. And then depending on how many tables you want with your order, we're just going to pretend in this video that someone had ordered 2. And you're basically going to get 2 tabletops, and then again, the image and the frame is already going to be glued on there, so you don't need to worry about that. The only thing that you're going to need to do, because the tables will also come with legs obviously, are install the legs, and they're just going to go right so like this, and we'll show that again in the assembly portion of this video. But you're going to get the legs and then also your keyboards, and they will look like that. So let's get right down to it, and then let's assemble this guy. So as mentioned earlier, there isn't really a whole lot of assembling that's going to happen with this set. And all you're really going to need to do for the panels is basically just get the base. So we're going to start with the center, and then it's just going to go right into the slot there. Just like that. And you're pretty much done after that. You're just going to stand it up. Now, as you guys can see at the top here, some of the stickers or the paper that we use might be protruding on the top, and that is where this guy comes in, your end cap. And you're just going to place that right on top so it doesn't show, and you are done with the center panel. And then you do the same for the side panels. Like this, and like this, and the end caps for the top. And the panels are done. They're just going to stand on their own, just like that. Now, for the tables, what I forgot to mention earlier is that the table will also come with a chair that you get to assemble as well. And when they come in the mail, they will come like this in a little baggie or a little bubble mailer wrap. And it's very easy to assemble, so we'll start with this. Basically, all you need to do is grab the chair post, just like so. And then you're going to pick one end of it, and you're going to stick it from the underside of the chair post here, or the chair bottom, and you're going to slide it through. And it should lock in place just like that. Okay, and then obviously the bottom side of the chair has a hole, and you're just going to put the other side of the post into the chair just like that, and it makes your chair even swivel and even go up a little bit if you wanted to. So that's for the chair. And then for the table, you're just going to turn it upside down, and you're going to grab two of the legs and make sure the design part here is facing outwards, and that should just go right in like that. Okay? And you may want to consider filing or sanding down lightly the pegs or the corners of the pegs there for the legs, just so that they'll go in smoother and nicer into the holes here. Shouldn't take too much, but these are 3D printed parts, so therefore, the accuracy is a little off sometimes, and you're just going to have to do a little bit of sanding. And then you want to put your chair in front of it, just like so. And then the keyboard, there's really nothing to do with the keyboard except to put it right on there, just like that. Now, some people with our older set, we also sell this set here with a different keyboard set and a different panel, but same chair and same table. What most people do for the keyboards when they put it on the top of the table here is they put some blue tack. Let's see if I have some. And then they just put a little bit on the bottom side of the keyboard so that it doesn't move around and go anywhere. Great idea. And it's removable. You can rearrange it later. Just gives it a little bit more of a sturdier option there if you wanted to. And for some people, the chair, the post and the chair bottom, they apply a little bit of super glue there to kind of make that more of a permanent thing, but that's completely up to you. Okay, and there you have it for the chair and the table and the keyboard as well. And then from there, all you need to do is put your figure on there. I'm just putting rock and roll on there. It doesn't look right on him. He's more of a machine gunner, not a computer guy. I should have a figure of a breaker, but unfortunately I don't have them at the moment. So yeah, that's it for now. That is the assembly, and as you all saw there, it doesn't take very much, only a few minutes of your time. Just put the panels together, and then this guy, and then you're pretty much done. So let's go over some Q&A. And so the first question was from Wolf Prime. He was asking about, are there any green color materials, mainly in particular for the vest and tactical harness? And the answer that we gave him was that we would love to have them in green and other colors as well. However, we cannot find a supplier at the moment. We did find a couple, but they just required too much of a minimum order. So when you're working with a lot of these manufacturers, especially for the rubber ones like the tactical vest and our tactical harness, which are very, very flexible, like this guy right here, Duke, he's wearing the brown one right now. But the manufacturer for the materials for these guys, they're very difficult to find, and the ones that you can find will require you to order a minimum order, okay? And a lot of these minimum orders are like astronomical numbers. So like one of the ones that we found required a minimum order of 20,000 pounds. Yeah. And that wasn't a mistake when I said that. 20,000 pounds minimum order. And as you can imagine, for a small business like us, 20,000 pounds of this material is just crazy. Not only just crazy money, but that will last us for, probably for the next 1,000 years, right? So we don't need that much, and we obviously don't want to pay that much. So making these in green is a little bit challenging, or different colors. We did find another seller on eBay that sells the same material but not in the right color, unfortunately. I think he only had it in white and orange. So maybe white one for like an Arctic look, but I don't know. If you guys think white would be a good option, or orange, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll have to kind of play around with that and go check it out. But that's definitely something to consider. So the next question came from Ramon. He was asking about, hey, how about a 1/18 scale watchtower? So the 1/18 scales are the ones for your 3.75 Real American Hero figures. We do carry very, very few, which are the gun racks and the control panels, and then I think we have like a couple rifles that we have injection molded for the 1/18 scale. However, having said that, we will be offering custom 3D design and print services starting next year. And that is expected to come out in January and February of next year. So if you want the watchtower, the custom remake of the watchtower, which I will also link in the description down below if you guys want to watch that video, that is an option. So we can possibly remake that for you starting next year for the 1/18 scale. So this is something that we have been dabbling about for the past year and a half now, and I think we're ready to jump on it and see if we can make custom designs and print services for some of our customers who are looking for something much more in particular, something a little bit more custom that is not available currently in the market, and there are no vendors or sellers selling it right now. So this is our opportunity to give you that option. If we don't have it, hey, maybe we can design it for you and 3D print that for you as well. And if you are also considering low volume manufacturing meaning like injection molding, we can certainly talk about that as well. So that is an option coming up. We are very excited about it. We have a 3D modeler and designer in-house, and we're excited to launch that and make that as an option for all of you customizers who are in this toy community with us. So be on the lookout for that. So the other question, I didn't get to write his name, but it was from a viewer. He was asking about after watching the Watchtower, the remake of the Watchtower that we recently posted on YouTube about a few weeks ago. He was asking. Now the next set is the bivouac, right? Or the bivouac. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly, but I think that's what it is. And so he wanted to know if we are going to make the bivouac set sometime down the road. And the answer is yes, of course, absolutely. That is also one of my favorite sets when I was growing up. And you can bet on us making that remake of it, or a custom remake of that set. I just got to have it. And the only thing that I said in that response was that we don't know for sure whether we're going to come out with the bivouac set first or the machine gun defense unit. So either one, but bottom line is both of those sets, both the bivouac and the machine gun defense unit, will definitely come out early next year. So sometime between February and March. And then right after that, we are also looking at the battle armor, Snake, the Snake battle armor. It is currently being tossed around, and we're excited about this one as well because, again, that's one of my favorite sets too when I was growing up. And we are talking it over with our 3D modeler and see what kind of options we have. So just to kind of give you guys a heads up, all of these custom remakes that we are looking to get made in the future are not going to be the exact same copy or replica, just scaled to the 1/12 scale, right? As I have mentioned in one of the previous videos, I believe it was the Watchtower, we cannot and do not want to make anything that is the same exact replica of the Hasbro set that came out years ago. And of course, the reason for that is because we don't want to get sued, right? So we are very cautious in that regard, and we do try to make some aspects of it similar from the previous sets, but you know, for the most part, we want to make it as custom as possible and a complete remake as much as possible, just so that there are no infringements on intellectual property. And so for the next question here was from an anonymous person, and he emailed us with a question directly. Do you guys do custom orders with custom quantities and mix and match and all that good stuff? And the answer is yes, absolutely. We are notorious for mixing and matching and customizing orders to get a better deal. That is what we are mainly known for, and that is how MAD got started, to tell you the truth. So some people may want, well, I want the 16-piece MAD set, or maybe I want the 52-piece MAD set, but I need an extra AUG rifle, or maybe I need an extra shotgun and pistol. Instead of purchasing them individually, can I just get this set plus this set and then a few other extra pieces that I need? Yes, of course, absolutely, we can do that. So what we end up doing is we want to get a list of the items that you have in mind, including the diorama sets, if that's also what you're considering. And you send us a list of the items that you guys want and the quantities for each. And then you guys send that to us, and then we review it, and then we give you a quote. Okay, and then if you accept the quote, then we write you a private listing either on eBay, Etsy, or Mercari, absolutely free of charge. And then from that private listing, you can just make your purchase. Okay, so yes, we do that, absolutely. And it's a win-win situation for the both of us because we save on shipment costs and also on production costs, and then we can pass on those savings to you, saving you more money. So the last question I have here is, do you guys ship to the UK? Yes, we do, but only through eBay at the moment, and that is because we ship globally through eBay using the global shipping program. Okay, And we are considering doing that for Etsy as well. And I know that limits our reach to other countries outside of the US, other potential customizers, collectors, and all that good stuff. But unfortunately, right now, we only have eBay to sell items globally. And so we ask that if you are considering our products, please go check out our eBay store. The link is down in the description down below, and then we can do a global shipping program from there. Now, in the meantime, though, if you already have a 3D printer and you're pretty good at it, or you know someone who can 3D print for you, you may also want to consider our instant download 3D printable files, or STL files, right? Now available in both Etsy and CGTrader. We started doing that not too long ago, just last week, as a matter of fact. And I will put the links down as well in the description down below, and you guys can check that out. And so, yeah, you guys may want to check that out, and it's definitely a great way to cut on the shipping costs and save you guys a whole lot of money, because all you got to do is take them and print them. And these are the same exact models or 3D models that we use here in the shop. And a lot of them will even come with the images for your glue-ons or your stick-ons, right? So it'll come in a zip file, and then you guys just download them, and then you guys can pretty much make one of these from home. The only thing is, obviously, you got to provide your own printer and your own filament and your own time, right? And then one last thing before we go, we just finished prototyping the lab chamber, and he is sideways right now. But, sorry that I don't have a better way to have you guys see this, but he is pretty much done. We are done prototyping, and we are going through some last final adjustments and final touches. Our 3D modeler is adding some more aesthetic designs on here, like here on the arms and all that good stuff. But this should be coming out in the next 2 weeks. So by mid-December, this guy should be readily available for you guys to purchase as well. So got a lot of stuff going on. It's almost the end of the year, so definitely a very, very busy time for us here in the shop. But thank you so much for watching, guys. That's all I got. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your time. And until next time, take care.